Hey people interested here, 3v3 faction war. This is Greysuck, Undercity and Eldar versus Space Marines. For the blue Eldar team, a couple of Warlocks. First up, Sir Gunther the Kaiser, and this is the Tenso. These are melee spellcasters that leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support, alongside Ben 1993 with a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee combat, some powerful buffs and control abilities. Red Space Marines Zeno is a Techmarine. Starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Alongside, Broodwich is Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat, by default begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. And rounding off the teams, YZ with a Force Commander, very good offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. I may call them YZ, because that's what we say in Old England. Merry Old England. In the northeast, we're going to see the Warlock jump. There he goes. Knocks down the Techmarine. And they'll probably, try to focus fire on that Techmarine. Guardian's going for the decap. I think they should be shooting here. They should be focusing on the Techmarine here, I think. Scouts are capping the wreck point. Banshees will be here soon. The Tenso also with some Howling Banshees. The Techmarine is persuaded to leave. And now the Banshees can just run at the attacks. And there's not a whole lot they can do about it. They're going to need to back away here. No shotguns on the Scouts. But a run, fellas. There we go. Melee charge was started. And they shall know no fear until they see Banshees with power swords. In the mid, Farseer runs off. Gonna see another leap on that guy in particular. Now the Banshees can smack him. Don't think they're gonna get him though. Big old retreat is caught out of position. Here we see the health regen aura of the Apothecary. We've got attacks, we've got scouts. Force commanders there to say hello to the Warlock with his chainsaw. There we go. Then gets a special attack and falls over. Banshees caught on retreat path. Another crazy leap from the Warlock there. On the scouts. Double Guardians pew pew against those scouts. Forces them to retreat. Here comes the Force Commander. Can tie one of them up so they can't shoot him. Apothecary being weird. No, he's healing the scouts. That's what he's doing. Force Commander gives chase. Might be able to run through and decap the VP if he can get rid of these fellas. If he gets that melee charge. There we go. Smack. Bolt pistol gets a shot. Can he get that model? He can get that model. Well done, Mr. Force Commander. Power bash. Did they bash the node? I think they bashed the node. Hold on, fellas. Was the Banshee... The Banshees are already back. Maybe they chopped it up too. Can take Guardians a while to bash power by themselves. Poor bastards. Rangers up. In fact, triple Rangers for Ben. The third one is on the way. 2 are up already. And we've got Rangers also for the Tenso. Sniper infantry with good support abilities can disrupt units from very long range, deal some decent damage and infiltrate themselves and others. They've got some cool stuff. And 3 of them is going to be a pain in the arse. Scout shotguns up for YZ. Double tacks. Tacks into Assault Marines for Broodwich. Nothing else up yet for Zeno. They got shotguns. They have a master crafted bolter which would have taken a chunk of power. Maybe they got all the gens up or something. But they got 3 up here. Might get overrun very early on here, Zeno. Up against Banshees and that Guardian weapon team. Not to mention that Warlock jumping all over the place, of course. He's got a merciless Witchblade too. Uh-oh, Techmarine gets caught. I'm not sure what happened there. Why they didn't use their high-powered shot on the Banshees. Maybe they were distracted by their tactical marines. Yeah, got doubled there. Ben was in that. And now the power's going to get bashed. The Eldar trying to stand firm in the mid. Got jumped though. That's a pretty good jump. Oh, channeling runes from the Tenso's Warlock. Awesome healing ability for those Banshees. But it does lock down your Warlock for the duration. Look how they were able to stand up against those Assault Marines. Didn't even drop a model while that heal was active. Tactical Marines there got messed up. Down to 2. Assault Squad down to 2. Down to 1. There's Ghost Helm doing the Mind War on the last model. Can they get him? They can. Assault Squad wiped on in their first fight, wasn't it? Awesome play by the Eldar. Used the channeling runes. Got onto them in melee. Ghost Helm Mind War at the end. We do have the Chainsword and Storm Shield for the Force Commander. Also has Artificer Armor. Getting suppressed by by the triple rangers, I guess, shooting at him. They do some suppressive damage with those long rifles. I think they just call them long rifles, I think. A little bit of a mundane name. He's putting his defend on to give him less, or sorry, more range damage resistance. Doesn't help you against melee though. Easily flanked Guardian weapon team here. That was a pretty sloppy place to put them. But I guess they were covering at least one avenue. Banshees looking to have a go. Shotgun blast coming in. No, it's not. They yelled at them and ran away. Not sure why they weren't shotgun blasted. Well, here's a grenade, which hit nothing. Banshees are still in play, taking a bunch of bolter fire though from double tacks. Here's the Apothecary of Broodwich. I wonder if they're going to replace that assault squad. I mean, an assault squad would sure be nice to jump those triple rangers, but they've got a merciless switchblade, haven't they? No, Sir Gunther does. The Tenso has the channeling runes. 457 to 455, very even on the VPs, and the red Space Marines are taking the northeast back. Here comes Ben though. Boom. They all shot the same model. Don't think they needed all three of them to kill him, but he sure did die pretty badly. Heal there for the Techmarine, who I think has run away. Yeah, he's retreating. We just lost the indicator for him. They've got the VP, I guess, but they can't hold it, I don't think. Shields going up from the Guardians. 2 to 1 for the Space Marines as we go into Tier 2. And Ben should get there in good time. In fact, they can go there right now. Despite the triple ranger purchase and the Ghost Helm purchase and battle equipment on 2 Guardians. What's going on southwest? Scouts got too close to a shuriken, but looks like they're going to get away. Destructor, and then maybe a leap on those tactical marines. Suppressed thanks to the help of those rangers. Grenades, some good work. Of course, Commander gets knocked over using the defend to try to get into the shuriken, giving him that suppression immunity, but would have been very, very dicey. I don't think they would have been able to do it. Northeast, Eldar sweeping through, and they get a power bash here at the start of Tier 2. It's always a massive pain in the arse when you get your power bashed right at the start of a new tier. Tier 2 don't bleed, says Broodwich. It's good advice. They've just gone Tier 2 with the attacks and the scouts, so yeah, it's going to be tough for them to hold off the Eldar here. Wonder what their plan is. Wonder if they have already queued something up. Dreadnought on the way for Zeno. Indeed, they did queue up the Razorback, which is now on the way. Webway in the southwest corner. It's a good map for Eldar. Grey Sark. I do like to create my maps with some space around the edges for webways to at least have a chance to do some good work. But some people don't like it when webways can be effective. I guess they think they're too effective on maps like this. Tax did drop a model there. I hear Banshees yelling. Who is it? Not you. It's you. You found some scouts all isolated here. They have their sergeant but no shotguns, and they ran off successfully with no model losses. Red team taking a natural back as the Apothecary actually that's doing it. Can they get the Eldar off their power here? I guess they're not really full-on bashing the power. I mean, they might get the node down. It's not the end of the world. Although, they have had this natural rec point capped as well. Uh-oh. Shotguns. Revenge of the shotguns on those Banshees. Guardians doing some good work here, though. Piling pressure on the scouts whenever they see them. Shuriken in a good place. There's the defend to stop this suppression. But can they get on it? Oh, no you're not. You're going to get knocked over by the Warlock. And if he uses the battle cry to stop the knockbacks, he's going to have less energy for the defend. I don't think you can do this, Mr. Force. Well, he's going for it. I think he can. There he goes. Gets in there. Gets a battle cry special immediately. And knocks him over. You do you, Mr. Force Commander Man. Gets it done. I thought he was done for there. Grenade was easily dodged. Good little passage of play by YZ. There's double tax here. Warlock is being a nuisance, of course. Has the channeling runes, but isn't trying to heal the Guardians. Red team are back on the northeastern VP. We do have a Dreadnought. How is it being repaired? Oh, probably Blessing of the Omnissiah. Did we really need Blessing of the Omnissiah already? What happened? Oh, we do have a Bright Lance up there, that's why. Looks like Sir Gunther took some losses. They did have double Guardians. Now they don't. But a Falcon up for both Ben and the Tenso. The Tenso just dropped their Banshees. Is this them here? Did I miss them down here? Oh, look. I think they were on my screen when they died. I just didn't see them. Because I'm good at this. Librarian is up for YZ into Devastators. What happened to the Razorback? Why is it so delayed for Broodwich and Devastators? Maybe they cancelled it to get Sternguard up? Or did the Razorback already get destroyed? And that's the second one? I don't think so. I don't see a Razorback. Oh! Wow, it did! That's the second Razorback up for Broodwich. Missing everything as usual. Banshees in amongst the Sternguard veterans. Can they pop and they should know no fear? No, they can't. Dreadnought's getting destroyed. Right Lance, the Falcon can maybe chase it down too. Big shotgun blast. Last cannon's right there. I think only one hit though. It's now behind a shot blocker. Oh, 2 hits. I'm lying to you. Better be careful, Mr. Falcon. Don't want to show your rear armor. They got rid of it. They got rid of it. Here's that second Razorback. 402 to 323. Did the Sternguard get away? They did. They didn't even need to use that ability I couldn't say the name of. And they shall know no fear. It's so freaking long. Meanwhile, YZ defending the VP. Throws out a smite. Falcon providing that reinforcement, of course, of those fellas. What's this? Scouts going after the Eldar's natural VP. Could maybe see a bit more of that from the scouts operating behind enemy lines. 383 to 323 on the VP is quite even. Lots of repairs for the Dreadnought. Tearing up stuff with the autocannon. Turn that Ranger into little bits of Ranger. Can they get the cap though? Here comes the Guardians with their Warlock. Might try to time a grenade. There it is. Almost grenaded themselves. I think they were expecting the Guardians to try and get into melee maybe. There's a grenade from the Guardians that got out of the Falcon. Killed one. Is that the Witchblade of Kernus? It is. Also have the Champion's Robe for the Tenso. Defend from the Force Commander doing some good work here. Veil of Time on the last cannon Devastators means that it doesn't need to set up. Great tool to use when you're trying to take down a vehicle. Oh, down goes the Shuriken. Force Commander not having any of it with his Storm Shield and Chainsaw. Double cap now for Eldar. Sir Gunther is a little bit depleted at the top though. Just Banshees and a Guardian weapon team, but he's in tier 3. And there's the Seer Council. I mean, they don't really help against the Dreadnought. D-Cannon on the way. They still have the Bright Lance though for that. Warlock not quite level 2 yet. What about these guys? Farseer is level 2 with his Singing Spear. And a level 2 Warlock. Level 2 Techmarine. Apothecary, I don't know, he's inside the Razorback. And a level 3 Force Commander. Razorback escapes somehow. The Bright Lance couldn't quite get the last shot in there. Here's some more Assault Marines for Broodwich. Doing quite well for a player that's lost an Assault Squad and the Razorback at some point. They've hung in there. Bright Lance can't really do much to infantry. Seer Council will be more than a match though for the Assault Squad. They do have Apothecary support though, going for his Anointed Power Axe, and has the Armor of Purity and Purification Rites. That'll help. You see here the Seer Council with this blue aura. That's a range damage resistance aura. 15% I believe these days, that they themselves also benefit from. Space Marines have the northeast lockdown. This Dreadnought has made a big difference up here. Big difference. Where's that D-Cannon then? Oh, it was milling around the mid. Now it's going northeast, I think. Sternguard on the wreck point. Just get Termes and finish this BS, says Tenso. You wasting too much power to count on my simple build, says YZ. They got some Wraithguard. 338 to 299. Right Lance is getting shots. But not anymore. Las Cannon is getting shots, that's for sure. Killed a couple of attacks, or one of them at least. Don't think they had a sergeant. Seer Council onto the Dreadnought, just to stop it firing, I think. Banshees can't quite mince through the stone guard, but the Seer Council is still there. How did they get suppressed? Oh, Mastercrafted Bolter, high-powered shot. Techmarine did not last long though. Goes down to, I believe that was actually a ranged attack as that guy was jumping. Space Marines are swarming. Blue team's natural VP, Wraithguard are persuaded to leave. Look at this Force Commander now with his Sacred Standard buffing everything. Grenade. Didn't quite hit. Flush. Yeah, they're having some problems down here. YZ has really kicked onto another gear in Tier 2, even though they didn't really get a big Tier 2 heavy hitter out. This Force Commander is doing a lot of work. That Librarian's been really cool too. 314 to 298. Falcon now has the shield in Tier 3. The Tenso goes Tier 3 too. Farseer with the armor of the Assyrian for time field. Las Cannon can't get shots right now. There's that time field. They get them off the VP at least. And those tacks got chopped up quite a lot. They do get away though. And those guys, oh no they don't. They do not get away at all. And those guys had a missile launcher as well. That's an expensive upgrade. 35 power I think these days. Techmarine is still down over here. I guess the Force Commander and the Apothecary were quite far away. The Tenso, maybe a Fire Prism. Dark Creepers are up for Kaiser. Inferno PvP damage, good damage output versus heavy and super heavy infantry. Las Cannon's still up there. I think they can push it though. Should have maybe gone for a flank here. There's those Rangers doing their thing. Shoot and move, shoot and move. Destructor misses. Seer Council. I wonder if they'll just be used to tie up that Dreadnought. They won't do a lot of damage to it, but they can survive a fair few hits. Warlock is persuaded to leave. He went in a little bit too early, I think. Isolated himself somewhat, but does get away. Falcon is taking last cannon hits, or it took one of them at least. Oh, here's a flanking Farseer. There's the time field. And the Singing Spear goes after the Dreadnought, I think. Maybe. Having trouble pathing. Falcon's going after it too. Do they have enough to get this thing down? One more hit from the Farseer might do it. Pokes it and down it goes. Hell of a poke. Heavy melee poke there. Terminator's coming in from YZ. Up in the northeast, getting an inspirational kill immediately. And then they teleport away. Farseer did some good work there. This Falcon is really far forward. It does have the shield though. Should be up. Just fully recharged, it should be up. There's some flame attacks from YZ. Not sure if they ever actually gotten the power down there. Maybe they did. Banshees with aspect of strength getting shotgunned. And the Apothecary getting a good special attack in there. Need to run away, ladies, I think. Their Exarch is gone. Eldar getting counter pushed quite hard. They dealt with the Assault Marines though. Now they can tear through the scouts maybe. Oh, I thought the Rangers were going to get a big shot on the scouts there, but they all got into the Falcon. And now all getting out. The Falcon pinning fire from the Dark Creepers, helping to suppress those fellas. They got messed up, didn't they? Seer Council have been awesome. Oh! I was going to say the Falcon's been awesome, but it just hits... Well, runs into a las cannon shot and got Cyclone missile launched. Land Ready Redeemer on the way, says Zeno. Eldar are holding the top 259 to 267. There's a web weight in the south I see on the minimap. Looks like all 6 players up here fighting over this at the moment. Not something you often see on Greysark actually. Usually a lot of the late action is on the natural VPs. Techmarine runs away. The Seer Council continue to harass and harangue these back lines, but they are now persuaded to leave. Right, Lance, time field. Can they get this Razorback? They do. They do get the Razorback. Here comes a Predator tank now for Broodwich, down to just 2 units though. Land Ready Redeemer is indeed on the way. Do they have... Yes, Ben has exactly 500 red actually, which I think is called Psychic Might for the Eldar. Mind War messes with the Force Commander and then knocks her over. That's a Singularity. Should drag in the Force Commander from there. Oh no! Does not drag in the Force Commander. Stone Guard Hellfire rounds, forcing off the D-Cannon a bit. Ouch. Rangers took issue with that guy. 259 to 220. Single cap for the Eldar. Boom. Good thing about snipers, of course, is that they hit you even if you're behind cover. Like a 100% chance to hit, no matter what, even if you're in a garrison or whatever. Pretty cool. There's channeling runes on the Seer Council from Sir Gunther. So they both have it now, both the Warlocks. And back onto the VP. And they're getting a natural back. And they have the Space Marine natural where they had it. So they might be able to get to a 2-to-1 here. There's the 1-to-1. Maybe they should try to get a webway on this western edge. Fire Prism in the mid from the Tenso into some Fire Dragons. And here's an Avatar of Cain on the field for Ben on the contested VP too. Land Raider is right there. Oh, a little bit sloppy there from Ben. Should have waited for them to retreat and then got the Wailing Doom on their retreat point. Land Raider Redeemer is an amazing support vehicle. Allows you to retreat back to it, reinforce off it. And it's got some good close range weaponry, although the assault cannons are pretty long range. Avatar infiltrated there by Rangers, I imagine. Taking a las cannon shot. Seer Council going after the las cannon. Are they going to retreat back to the Land Raider? They are. And they're going to get chopped up. Good thing the shotgun blast was in there. That is an Eldritch Storm, I think. Is it going to hit though? It was avoided by the Land Raider. Well played, Zeno, to spot that on that ramp there. It did push the Land Raider forward into Bright Lance and into the Avatar. It still took a hell of a lot of damage. But how aggressive are you going to be here with the Avatar? Las Cannon's getting shots on that guy. He's super slow right now. Gets away from the time field. D-Cannon is setting up. Look at the Dark Creepers trying to tear through those Terminators. Doing some good DPS, and that's with Defend up on the Force Commander. Wailing Doom. Oh, they just teleported out of it. And the Land Raider did survive. It's getting repaired. The Avatar did a great job there. Now needs to get back though. That's a Singularity. It's a good hit. Did some good damage. They need another one of those up there, I think. So, oh, they do. They do have two. So they can chain those Singularities together, maybe. Holding the line pretty well here, the Eldar. They do have their natural under attack though while I was watching that. Is that a Singularity over there? Well, there's a D-Cannon. The tank is pushing it though. And the Terminator's coming in. Everything ran away. Did not want to mess with that. Apothecary is in retreat. Is it retreating back to the Land Raider? Might be. Running very north. Not sure if they are. 258 to 170. Can the Eldar get their natural back? Avatar on the way for bottom, says Sir Gunther. Gonna send his Avatar down there, I guess. Terminator's up for Broodwich. Terminator's up for YZ. The Rangers leveled up. Level 3 and level 3. And level 3. Yes, they have. Avatar at base healing up here for the Eldar. And they are getting their natural back. This tank is very extended forward. Fire Dragons could be a big threat. I'm surprised that the Guardians aren't capping, allowing the Fire Dragons to try and hunt the tank. That's a big grenade hit. Big grenade hit. They only lost one model, but they lost. Look how much health they lost. They're now very fragile for the next fight. Scouts here have spotted the webway because of the Sergeant. How hard are the Space Marines going to push top here? Do they think they can hold both the naturals? Avatar of Sir Gunther is up. And looks like he's indeed going southwest. There's that time field again. These Terminators are being very aggro. I'm not sure what that is about. Why the massive retreat from Ben? Let's back those guys off, I think. They're pushing through though, the Space Marines. They are pushing through. This D-Cannon needs to run. They got through the northeast. Just too much stuff for them to hold. Avatar of Ben is going back, but needs to be careful. Might want to wait for some backup first. It's a good Wailing Doom in the mid. Dark Creepers doing their best. Not sure what happened to the fire prism. I'm guessing the tank chased it down or something. They just can't chew through the Terminators fast enough. I guess there's only a single squad of Dark Reapers so far. Is it worth just letting your Guardians die at this point, Ben? And they still have some population. I'm not sure why they aren't spending it. Look at their resources. Could get some more Dark Reapers, could get another D-cannon, could get a Fire Prism. Fire Prism won't knock over the Terminators, but it will stop other stuff from capping. 232 to 170. Another Predator tank on the way for Broodwich. Is this both avatars going northeast? It is. Dark Reaper trying to focus down the Techmarine. What about Eldritches? I don't think anyone has one. No, nobody has an Eldritch available. There's a Wailing Doom. Decent hit on one of the Terminators. Force Commander very bravely going against the Avatar with a Chainsword. They're getting the VP. Those guys got messed up by their own force barrier. Librarian taken down by the Seer Council. That's a good win for those guys. And they've got too close to the Land Raider. They're taking assault cannon hits. Avatar's very slowly going after it because he's getting las cannon here. Here comes the Tide of Eldar. They got the VP back, 212 to 169. I see some Eldar harassing the red team's natural as well, but looks like they were forced off, whatever it was. There is a webway though on that western edge now. One in the southwest corner too. Grenade. Techmarine runs again. Looks like they have deselected the Land Raider as the retreat point here. Didn't want to get caught on it. Good push from the Eldar. Hell of a push. They pushed against multiple Terminators and the Land Raider. I guess Seer Council and 2 Avatars can do that, eh? Excellent push though. This Avatar needs to be careful. Needs to back away now, surely. He's taking las cannon hits. This is Ben's. Wants to get rid of those guys, I guess. Crack. And again, crack. Now needs to run though, I think. Still chasing. I guess Ben knows that they can just get another one. Maybe that's it. Ben knows they could instantly just queue up another Avatar. Sorry, says Ben. Oh. They singularity'd their own Seer Council there, I think. There's a time field. Another Avatar is indeed on the way for Ben. Meanwhile, double tanks of Broodwich are harassing the hell out of this VP. Jumping in. Are the Assault Marines. In fact, they are Vanguard veterans now. Got a promotion. Fire Dragon's trying to chase the Predator tank, but for a single Fire Dragon squad, that's going to be pretty tough. Got 2 tanks shooting at you and Terminators and those guys jumping. You're having real trouble dealing with Broodwich's army. Oh, down goes one of the tanks as soon as I say that. Here's one of those Avatars now. This is Sir Gunther the Kaiser's. Ben still has so much resources to spend. Let's get bottom first, says Ben. How did they get this wreck point over here? Sneaky, sneaky Eldar, eh? Looks like the webway that was on the western edge got spotted. Apothecary's down. Might just see them Laraman's blessing themselves. Another tank on the way, this time for Zeno. The Land Raider has survived. And it looks like Ben can drop a Eldritch in the next fight with that Land Raider if they want to. Scouts are decapping over here. What level are you fellas? Level 4, well done. Those are YZs. Here is the southwest webway. Surprised it's not being used right now actually to get onto that VP. Really going hard after that tank. Look at that. Can the Fire Dragons get it done? They have the distortion field up from Sir Gunther's Warlock. And they're getting buffs from the Avatar. Now they're going after some Terminators. Melter damage type does extra versus super heavy infantry armor. 171 to 99. There's another tank. Just crashes into the back of Broodwich's Predator. Can they kill one of the Terminators? No, they can't. Well, not yet. Force Commander. Almost level 6. Avatar extended a lot. They have got onto the VP. It's Guardians on it. Is the Land Raider going to be forced to come down to the bottom? Eldar do have the VP lead. They're going to get a 2-1, I think. Double Bright Lances here to keep the tanks at bay, and if they get jumped, the Avatar's here to take care of that. So is the Seer Council. What is this? Some light power bashing is what that is. Came to the wrong neighbourhood, Techmarine. Bang bang Ranger, and then a Mind War for your head. And he'd be dead. Now they can Laraman's 2 heroes. Maybe they'll do that. Another Predator tank for Broodwich. Wailing Doom on the VP. There no scouts are there. Decapping in it. Under infiltration. They got one of them. The Avatars are sure are pretty far forward here. Ben has spent resources now on the Fire Prism. So they need to be a bit more careful with the Avatar. Eldritch used on the double las cannons, I think. Yeah, it was. Wow. Expected it to be used on a Land Raider. But I guess this is here and now, eh? Got the 2-to-1 cap. Plasma cannons persuaded to leave. There's a Cyclone missile launcher. Avatars pushing through. Mind War on the Terminators. Doesn't suppress them, obviously, but does do some damage. And there's those Fire Dragons in the back lines too. Wailing Doom. Hell of a push by the Eldar here. Look at this. Where is that Land Raider? Is it not coming down here? Scouts going after this. Looks like Sir Gunther spotted him. Oh, there's an orbital. Gets both of the Bright Lances. It might actually destroy them here. Did it destroy them? I think it got one. Oh, maybe it got both of them. I don't see them. Yeah, nobody's got a Bright Lance anymore. That was a good nuke, I think. Allows the tanks a little bit more free reign. They're keeping the pressure up. You don't often see this kind of pressure play from Eldar. Usually they're dipping in and out of fights. But these guys are keeping the pressure up. Another Wailing Doom flying in there. Can they get the tank down? They're really trying to. Fire Dragons going after it. One more volley might be enough. I think they've got it here. Surely down it goes. Well done, fellas. Sir Gunther's Fire Dragons there. 164 to 25. 2-to-1 cap. Zeno did not move the Land Raider. Was that the mistake? Should the Land Raider be here? I mean, it would have been under massive amounts of pressure, but would have allowed the infantry to stay in play a little bit more. 2-to-1. Terminators are getting the decap. Double Fire Prisms for Ben. Oh, lost that model just before he decaps. I don't know how much longer they could have stayed there though, because Seer Council are in play, and looks like the Eldar have it with a 2-to-1 cap. Fantastic play. Really judged the game well at the end there to push both the natural VPs. Did an amazing job with their pressure. Chose their targets well and got it done. Warlock was level 3 for Sir Gunther, looking after the VP here. Ben's Farseer, level 6, did some great work with Armour of the Asuryan and with that Ghost Helm. The Tenso's Warlock, I don't think I saw a single Ethereal Slash, which makes me sad because I'm sure he did a bunch of them. Also had Champion's Robe and Channeling Runes. Zeno's Techmarine got battered around a bit, but held the top well, it has to be said. The Land Raider did some good work, kept it alive, spotted that Eldritch. At the end, had Terminators and a Predator. Broodwich's Apothecary. Some early losses, but they recovered really well. Did some great tank work, pushing the natural of the Eldar, level 7, this fella. And YZ, with that pretty awesome, like, supportive force commander, level 6. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part, and of course, Impregnable, who hosts these faction war events and gets me these replays. I'll see you next time, guys.